Good morning. Hi, good morning. So, did you completed your practicals? Mm-hmm. Everyone, guys? Super. Good. Okay. So, today, what we're going to do is, let me share. Yeah. Can you please confirm? Can you see my screen and can you hear me well? Okay. So, we have seen yesterday load balancer and all these things. So, the pending one here today is auto scaling. Correct? So should we go and do something on auto scaling? Yes. Okay. So what is auto scaling? What is auto scaling? Scale out and then scaling. Correct? Scale out and then scaling. What we did yesterday was for the load balancer. For the load balancer, we have set up the EC2 instances first. Correct? But in this case, everything should be automatically created. Correct? Do we need to create launch the EC2 instance manually? No. What we need to do first is we need to create a load balancer first. Okay. We need to create a load balancer, which is that our ALB, right? LB. So now what we'll be doing is we will be creating empty target group. What is it? We'll be creating empty target group. We'll be creating empty target group. First step is create load balancer with empty TG. Because why we are creating empty target group? But do we have targets EC2 instances, guys, already? No. So we will create an empty target group. And then what we do is after creating load balancer and empty target group, we will configure launch configurations. Do you remember launch configurations? So we'll be creating that launch configurations. After creating the launch configurations, using that using that launch configurations, we will create auto scaling group. In that auto scaling group, we will be giving minimum, I'll give 2, maximum, I'll give 6, desired capacity, I'll give 4. So, and also parallelly, I'll give, hey, auto scaling group, keep my average CPU utilization 60% or 70%. That's it we need to give. So this auto scaling group, make sure this entire group has the CPU utilization, average CPU utilization 70. Just in case if the CP utilization is going less than that or greater than that, scale out and scaling happen accordingly. Yeah. Got it, guys? And in the launch configurations, here we'll give user data because we need to have some application, right? Inside that, we'll give the user data also. Everyone understood? So this, whenever, once we have set up auto scaling group, so what is the, how many EC2 instances will get launched initially? 4 EC2 instances will get launched. 4 EC2 instances will get launched. And that 4 EC2 instances will have our index.html. Yes, desire will get launched. So are we launching the EC2 instance manually? No. Based on the auto scaling group, based on the desired capacity, how much number you have put it. So we will be putting it. So now here, one new service will be get introducing, guys. So that is SNS. What is SNS? Simple notification service. Correct? Simple notification service. So in this simple notification service, there are two things majorly. One we call it as topic, another one we call it as subscription. Topic and subscription. What is that? Everyone? Topic and subscription. In SNS, we'll be going and creating topic and subscription. So what is the topic? This topic can be anything. You can give a topic name called, let's say, for example, 9 a.m. batch topic, for example. So we create a topic, and then whoever want to go and subscribe, you go and subscribe to this topic. The subscription can be happening using SMS or email for now. SMS or an email. Guys, SMS and email. Right. SMS and an email. So the topic can be anything, guys. So for example, here I have created 9 a.m. batch topic. So in the entire AWS, you can use this topic anywhere. You can use this topic anywhere. Let's say, for example, in this auto scaling group, can I use this topic saying that, hey, whenever scale out and scale in happening, trigger this topic? Whenever whenever EC2 instance is getting launched, or whenever EC2 instance is failed to launch, or whenever there is scale out is happening, scale in is happening, this topic will be triggered. Whenever this topic is triggered, whoever is subscribed to this topic, everyone will receive the notifications. Correct? Yes. Like this, you can create the topic with this name or any kind of name, and you can subscribe it. And based on the subscription, you will receive the notifications. Is it clear? Everyone understood? Any questions still here in auto scaling group? Should we go and set up this auto scaling group now? Yes, it's just a name. Okay. So now let's go. What is the first step to create a auto scaling group, guys? We'll create a load balancer with empty target group, correct? So let's go to that. It's very, very minimum. But anyways, for the first few thousands, SNS is free, but do not use that continuously, okay? So let's go to the load balancer. Let's create a load balancer, application load balancer, call it as, give any name, my auto ELB, give some name. You can use both also. You can use both also, no issues. Email subscription is different, SMS subscription is different. Okay. So guys, here my auto ELB. So everything is same. And then here, just select 1A and 1B. What's wrong, guys? Why you're going for new console? Go with this, no? So easy to. Both are same. Who is this? Varun and Avinash. Both are same. It just like in auto scaling curve. Yeah, see, both are same, man. The only difference is the look and feel. Okay. The only thing is different feel. But those who are habituated with the old console, they never like to go with the new one. So but it just matter of creating it. See, it's the same thing, but the only thing is the look and feel is different. Okay. So let's create a load balancer. Create. That's the reason why, right? This was happening, this new console, old console, since 3 years, I think, more than that. So they have not removed it completely because many of the people are still using the old console because it's easy there. So call it as my auto ELB. You can give any name. Okay. Select 1A and 1B, guys, and click on next. Next. Default security group. Next. Here, call it as some MTG. That's fine. Because you are in North Virginia, maybe. Okay. So, and then here we'll put index.html. Next. Do we have any targets here? No. So that's why I told you to create an empty target group. Click on next and then create it. So empty target group with the load balancer with empty target group got created. Okay. So what is the next option? So we need to create launch configuration first or auto scaling group first. Launch configuration. Click on launch configurations. So here you can go and click on create launch configuration. See, this is now new thing. So sometimes you'll get old, sometimes you'll get new. So it doesn't matter. Okay. So here give some name called my launch config. Guys, launch config is nothing but I told you like only the okay the configurations that you'll get. You'll be just creating as a template. Okay. AMI. What is the AMI that we will be using it? Red Hat. So if it is not coming like this, what you do? Wow, shit, it went up. Yeah. So here, launch instance, or if you go to AMI catalog, I just wanted to get that AMI ID that we use. Do you see this AMI ID here? Get that. Create launch config, call it as my launch config. AMI, search for that AMI, copy paste that AMI ID, you will get the Red Hat. Okay, that's the one which we are using. Instance type, which is the instance type that you want it in auto scaling group? E2 micro. Choose it. Do you need any spot instances here? No. Are you allowing any? Are you attaching any role? No. Monitoring. Do you enable detail monitoring? No. Do you want EBS optimize EBS optimize instance? No. Click on advanced, and then here you have user data. Correct. Should we put our user data? So copy it and then paste it here. This is my website on EC2 with auto scaling. You just give some name. Okay. And then here, IP address type. Guys, here only assign public IP address. By the way, when you are, one second. Yeah, you can take it, Srinivas, no issues. So guys, here, when, what is the thing? Yeah, when you're launching the EC2 instance in this setup, guys, I'll tell you later in the VPC section, but blindly, you know this. There are two types of subnets. One is public subnet and private subnet. What are the two types of subnets? Generally, we have two types of subnets. What are those? Public and private, correct? So you tell me this load balancer should be in which subnet? Public. So whereas your EC2 instances should be in which subnet? Private. So do you like someone from outside coming directly and hitting your private subnet? No. Do you like someone directly accessing your EC2 instance from outside? No. So do you enable public IP address to your EC2 instances in real time? No. So is there any use to assign public IP addresses in real time for your EC2 instances in private subnet? No. So that is the option here. Do you see assign public? Do you assign public IP address in your real time? No. Assign public. So do not assign public IP address to any instance. That is in real time. But do we have? Do we have any kind of company and setting up VPN so that I can connect it using private IPs? No. That's the reason why we are assigning the public IPs here. Understood the logic? So you just leave that as default. Why did we give user data? You need to have some application, no? You want to access that. We are in auto scaling group. What do you have? You should have application. So this is the sample application that we are putting it. You are not there yesterday, Krishna? Yeah, same thing. We'll use the same sample then. Okay. So this rest everything. So create a new security group. Don't create a new security group. Here select an existing security group. Select a right, and then keep a name batch and I acknowledge. Does everyone understood how to create a launch configurations? Everyone, any questions here? What do you want me to repeat? Which place? Sri Vidya. If you lost the connection or not. So guys, this is nothing new. It is same as like you are launching the EC2 instance, correct? Correct, guys? Yes. There is nothing new here. It is same like when you're launching the EC2 instance, what are the configurations that you give? The same thing that we have given here. There is nothing new. Okay. The only new thing here is the IP address. That's what I said, Mujib. So do not, in your real time, do not will you assign any public IPs to the EC2 instance in your real time? No. So that's a reason why. But here, as we don't have any like VPN connection to connect your EC2 instance using private IPs, that's the reason why we go with this public IPs. So now we'll go and click on create configuration. So guys, configurations, launch configurations got created. So what is the next step? We created load balancer with empty target group. We created launch configurations, putting user data inside it. What is the next step? We need to create a auto scaling group, correct? So select the one which you have created. And do you see this here? Create auto scaling group. Guys, create auto scaling group. So guys, you need to create an auto scaling group from the launch configurations, correct? Will your auto scaling group will work without launch configurations? No, it will not work. And also keep that in mind, guys, write it down your book. Once the launch configurations has been created, you cannot modify it. You cannot edit it. What you need to do is you need to create a new launch configuration. You need to copy it and create it. There is no possibility of modifying or editing it. Please write down. Okay. So should we go ahead and then create auto scaling group from this launch configurations? Let's do that. Click on create auto scaling group. Yes, you can, Raju. Okay. So guys, launch configurations, launch templates, mostly both are same, correct? Can you use launch templates also? Yes, you can use launch templates also because it's the same thing. So create auto scaling group, call it as my ASG and launch configuration. Do you see this here? My launch configuration got selected automatically here, guys, because we have created an auto scaling group from that my launch config. Guys, either you can select the launch configurations here. Okay. If you want to select something else, if you have multiple things, select select any kind of launch configurations here, or you can switch to launch template. If you have templates, if you have launch template, you can switch to launch template and select it. Both are same mostly. Either you can go with the launch configuration, either you can go with the launch template because both are having the same configurations. Is it clear? Step one. Step one, just give the name. That's it. Okay. Now click on next. In the second network, this is a default VPC, and which is the subnets, availability zones you need to select 1A and 1B. Because in load balancer also we have selected 1A, 1B, right? So our EC2 instance should also be in 1A and 1B. So do not click skip to review because we'll go one by one. Next. Okay. So load balancer. Which one do you select? No load balancer, attach to an existing load balancer, attach a new load balancer. Which one we need to select? First, second, third. Yes. So if you go for the no load balancer, your traffic will not come to your auto scaling group using the load balancer. No, it doesn't come. Through load balancer, it doesn't come. So if you want the traffic should come through the load balancer, so select an existing one because we have already created it. So you have a classic load balancer or you have a load balancer with target groups. So we have a target group created, correct? So which is the target group we have created? AppTG, see? So guys, this is the connection between your auto scaling group and your load balancer and target group. Guys, if you selected a target group, the target groups anyways attached to the load balancer, correct? Yes. So this is the reason why whenever auto scaling group launches the EC2 instance, it will go and sit inside this target group. Yes, Krishna, our target group is empty. So this is we are setting up auto scaling group Based on the desired capacity we have given, it will go and launch in that target, newly empty target group. Because we don't want to launch manually. Okay. So health check. Health check should be performed by whom to this auto scaling group? ELB. So health checks grace period. So health checks grace period meaning, you see here, the amount of time until EC2 autoscaling performs the first health checks on the new EC2 instance after they put it to the service. Guys, how much time will it take for the EC2 instance to get it launched? After launching, setting up 2/2 checks pass, our application should work, index.html. How much time will it take minimum? Yes, 5 minutes, correct? 2 to 3 minutes. So you can 300 seconds is always good because 5 minutes. Give good, let's 5 minutes of time so that our EC2 instance will do the makeup and then keep everything readily available. Looks right. So additional settings you can ignore it. This is for monitoring, collecting additional data and all. Is this clear? Step number 3, everyone. Any questions? Okay. So now click on next. Good. And then here we have something called group size. So guys, how much is the desired capacity that we thought to put it here? Desired capacity 4. Minimum 2. Maximum 6. Is it mandatory to put only this 4 to 6? No, it is up to us, right? It's based on the requirement. Okay. So here I'm just putting desire. So how many EC2 instances will get launched in that target group? 4 will be launched. Okay, the desired capacity will be launched. And minimum and maximums are boundaries. So whenever the scale out is happening, it will not go more than 6. Whenever the scale in is happening, it will not go below 2. Okay. Now, scaling policies. These are all optional. If you don't want, you can don't, but it's always good. So for in the real time, these are the things that we should be doing it. Scaling policies, guys, if you put none, no scale out, scaling will happening. So this will keep as it is intact. But we need to have scale out and scaling policies, right? So if you want this, select this target tracking scaling policy. So I told you that the metric type, either you can go with the CPU utilization, network, or application request count per target. So I'll go with the average CPU utilization. So you are telling to the auto scaling group, hey, auto scaling group, keep the group average CPU utilization is how much? It's up to you. 50%, 60%, 70% based on your requirement. Okay? మీకు అర్థమవుతుందా? You are able to understand? समझ में आ रहा? Good, good. Okay. Nice. So now I got only maybe 20 answers. How about others? 150 people. Everyone are good? All good? It is? Nice. Please ask questions, okay? Okay. So here, average CPU utilization, I'll put a 60. Instance warm up, how much warm up needed for the EC2 instance to come up? So by default is 300 seconds, keep it. And here, disable scaling to create only scale out policy. Guys, you don't want scaling. So if there is a requirement that you don't want to scaling, only scale out needed, then disable the scaling. But do you disable the scaling here? We need no. Right? Yes. So here, instant scaling protection. This also, whenever this scaling, this is your normal scaling. This scaling is for newly launched EC2 instances. Apart from desired capacity, if anyone is newly launching, scale out is happening, you don't want to scale in at all? We need, right? So do not enable these things. So is this clear? Step number 4. Shaban, ELB itself will be doing the health checks, not ASG. ASG is a group. ASG has the EC2 instances handled, but health checks will be done by the, we have selected no ELB. Health checks will be performed by the ELB only. Okay, now click on next. So guys, here add notification. This is what I was talking about, SNS. Did we created any topic? No. So add notifications. Do you see this here? There was the old topic was there. So should we go and create a new topic? Yes, create topic. So guys, you can create a topic called 9 a.m. batch topic. Guys, you can give any name. Okay. And here I'm just giving my email. You can give any name, Riyas or students or wish. Right. So with this, so recipients can be 1 crore also, no issues. Subscriptions can be till 1 crore also, no issues. Okay. So here, guys, once you have given these things, an email will be sent to this, a notification, first email will be sent to this email address saying that to confirm the subscription. Once you confirm the subscription, then only you'll receive the notifications. Guys, that's it. Like that only, no? Let's say once you have subscribed somewhere and you receive a notification saying that, hey, you have subscribed, can you please confirm? So in that email, if you go and click on confirm, then only you will get the notifications, correct? The same way here also, you will receive a confirmation email. So confirm that, then only you'll receive the notifications. So what all the notifications you will get it? So launch, terminate, fail to launch, fail to terminate, you will get it. Yes, confirm meaning you're joining this topic. Correct. So you can add multiple notifications if at all you want, multiple topics, but only one topic is enough. Is this clear on SNS topics? So there is a question. Can we give an example scenario where AWS will auto scale out? That's what it will be. When guys, when will be this scale out happening? Yes, whenever there is a huge load coming into the load balancer. So the load balancer will be sending the traffic to these instances. Whenever this instances is handling the topic, whenever the utilization is going more than 70% for this group, automatically new EC2 instance will be launched to satisfy this 70%. Okay. Whenever the huge load happening, scale out happens. Okay. So now, now click on next. Tag is optional and then click on next. So guys, everyone understood? So I'm going and clicking on create auto scaling. So auto scaling group is created. So now what will happen? How many EC2 instances will be created? 4. So do you see this here? 4 instances are there. So if I go ahead and then go to the instances, so do you see this? Just now, how many instances are launched? 4 EC2 instances are launched automatically. Right? And then we haven't put the tag. Otherwise, you can the tags will also come here. So this is the desired capacity. How many EC2 instances that you wish to have? This is the desired capacity. And guys, these are all are automatically having our application. Correct? We have passed our application using user data. Let's say you have your own application with Tomcat or Java, Bava, whichever it is. So where do you keep that application? How do you pass that application to this here auto scaling group? As this is simple application, I use user data. How do you pass your big application to the auto scaling group? You know. You know the answer already. Yes, Srikanth. Very good. AMI. Correct. So guys, we have selected what image? Red Hat image, right? So I selected Red Hat. Can you have your own image with your own application? Yes. And use that image in the launch configuration, no? And then and your EC2 instance will get launched using that your custom AMI, and you have your own application inside the EC2 instances. Correct? You can note that point in your book if at all you want. So guys, these are instances are getting launched. And can we also see in target groups, the targets, we have the app.tg, right? In app.tg, do you see this? Our EC2 instances are there and it is already healthy now. That meaning our user data work fine, our index.html is working, and the load balancer is also ready and active. So should I go and access my, this one? Do you see this? Guys, this is my website running on auto scaling. Now you tell me, this website will go down anytime? Yeah. But do you have any chances to go down? No way. No way. So this is now running on my auto scaling group in the backend. So the minimum number of EC2 instances should be 2. Guys, do I have any load on the group now? Do I have any load on the group now? No. If there is no load, do I need 4 EC2 instances here? No. After some time, it will drop to 2, to the minimum. City understood, everyone? Can we try stopping one instance? Yes, we all kind of combinations you can do it in your line while you are doing the lab, but here we'll try to continue the rest of the things. Okay, but I'll try to not stopping. I'll show you something else here. So now, so if I go to my auto scaling group, do you see this here? It was coming at the bottom. Okay. So if you go to my auto scaling group, do you see these group details? So I have desired capacity, minimum capacity, maximum capacity. Guys, if I am going and then editing this manually, hmm? But under your scenario, if I stop one EC2 instance, what will happen? Anything will happen? Nothing will happen because the average CP utilization is less than 70 only, right? Yes, yes, it will. It will go and hit that desired capacity. Varun, see, I don't know. So Varun is asking, as we have given maximum 6 in auto scaling group, right? So right is not a good word to use. But more and load comes. Guys, if the more load comes, by the way, don't when you're setting up this auto scaling group, you should know the capacity, what you're doing, you should know, right? Guys. So can you go chumma and go and simply go and set up auto scaling group and give your own numbers? No, you know how much maximum capacity need. So based on, let's say, for example, you set 6 and all of a sudden huge load is coming. What will happen? Can you go and edit it? Can't you go edit this and then increase the maximum size to 20? Yes, you can. You can. So do you mean the 20 EC2 instance will launch now? Guys, this is only maximum value. It will not go and launch. It will reach, if there is a scale out is happening, it will reach this many machines. Now, their capacity was 4. If I increase to 5, what will happen now? So if I click on update, do you see this? One more EC2 instance will get launched. Correct? So this is called manual scaling. This is called manual scaling. Understood? If you are going in, right? If you're going and then modifying this is called manual scaling. Okay, so anytime you can go and modify all the things that what you have configured. You can change the launch configuration. Let's say, for example, guys, I am telling one more real-time scenario. See, now this is the thing that your website is working. So now you have the release or you have the update of your application. So you have version 2 application. Now, how do you deploy version 2 on this? Can you go ahead and log into the EC2 instance and install version 2? No. So launch one EC2 instance, deploy that version 2 application, create an AMI out of it. And then what you do? You need to create a new launch configuration with that latest AMI. And then come to the auto scaling group, right? And then launch configuration here, edit it and select that new launch configuration and then update. And your EC2 instances slowly one by one, the newly will be launched and the other slowly will be get terminated based on the timings. Why I said based on the timings? Let's say when the EC2 instance is working since 50 minutes and there is a EC2 instance which is launched 5 minutes before. Which one will get terminated first? The 50 minutes one or 5 minutes one? Oh, you said 5 minutes. The 50 minutes, voila, the 50 minutes EC2 instance will get terminated because that is close to 1 hour, right? So the 5 minutes one, you still have 55 minutes. So AWS will not terminate that because it is waste of money, right? So which is very close to the billing hour that will get terminated. That's the logic behind. Okay, understood? So activity. So guys, why scale out is happening? Why scaling is happening? All the with the reasons you will be able to see this here. Okay. So if I go to EC2, do you see this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 are get 5 just launched. Okay. So do you see this here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are there. The fifth one got launched. What is the reason? Because see, user request update of auto scaling constraint minimum 2, maximum 6, desire 5, changing the desired capacity from 4 to 5. So at this time, instance was started in response to the difference between the desire and the actual capacity increasing from 4 to 5. See, clear cause is there. So whenever scaling is happening, it will give the reason. Whenever scale out is happening, it will give the reason. So you come here to the activity and easily you can understand why scale out is scaling is happening. Okay. Automatic scaling. So this is what we have just did. So we have mentioned the CPU average CPU utilization is 60%. So anytime you can go ahead and edit it. You can create a new policy also. In this instance management, guys, in instance management, you can see all the EC2 instances running over here, right? It just to see. So if you want to detach it, you want to set scaling policy, and if you don't want to take it the load from the load balancers, put standby. So you can manage it, this EC2 instance from here. So let's say if you want to detach the EC2 instance, go and detach it. It will be detached from the auto scaling group. If you want to set the standby, you keep the standby, the load will be not taken. Scaling protection. So this EC2 instance will never get terminated. So based on the description, you can. And there is something called lifecycle hooks, which will not be using it, but this will be used by your developers. Guys, what is this lifecycle hooks? Let's say, for example, scale in is happening. That meaning EC2 instances are getting terminated, correct? Scale in is happening, EC2 instance is getting terminated. So before terminating, if you want to do some custom actions, right? This is not only before terminating, after launching also, before terminating also, if you want to hook some actions before the transition is happening, you can use this lifecycle hooks. Maybe you want to retrieve some data, you want to change some actions, if you want to change some values, etc. So you can create a lifecycle hooks. Lifecycle hooks helps you to perform custom actions on instances as they launch and before they terminate. So create lifecycle hooks. You can put some any kind of give the hook name, and you can use this heartbeat timeout. So if you want to abandon it, based on the requirement, you can just implement that. Yes. Yes, Kamal. So that will get slowly. If you want to take out completely, you have an option here. You can put standby. You can just detach it, and then whichever is launched, you can give a separate tag for it, and then slowly this will the auto scaling group will be taking out one by one instances and keeping up. Otherwise, you can do it by manually here itself. Here also. What if there are live TCP session when terminated? So that will not, guys. Whenever there is a terminate, whenever the connection is established, so the the auto scaling group will not terminate those. So it will go and it will see. We have the load balancer, right? So it has the auto intelligence where all the new connections will be sent to the new one slowly, one by one will be taken halt, and then it will get terminated. That will be auto. That will be done by automatically by the auto scaling group. So you can take it as a one of the task, Kamal. Uh, like here, guys, everyone, not only Kamal. So I'm telling to everyone. See, can you create a new launch configuration with putting the user data as something? Change it. This is my website on EC2. No, tell that this is K Khan, this is Kamal. I'm doing testing. Blah blah blah. Change the name. Create a new launch configuration and update to the auto scaling group and try to access your load balancer. See what happens. How the auto scaling group is taking out one by one, and what kind of you're getting this one or the new one. You try to see it. So if you do it, you will instead of me saying it, it's an easy task to do. You can check it by yourself. What do you say? Understand? Yes, experience it. Good. So monitoring, right? And then instance refresh. What is instance refresh? Instance refresh is nothing but if you click on start refresh, what will happen? All the existing EC2 instance will be terminated, and then fresh new EC2 instance will be launched. But be very careful in the production environments. You cannot do just like that unless you have a nice downtime. Start an instant refresh to perform rolling updates one by one. On auto scaling group means only one instance refresh can be active at the same time. One by one, it will be doing it. Whatever you have done it, you'll see the history here. Does everyone understood the options for auto scaling group, guys? Everyone? And in launch configurations, you cannot delete it. Yeah, I mean, you cannot edit it, modify it. You can just delete it, or you can just copy it. Guys, everyone understood how to set up auto scaling group, auto scaling for your applications? Everyone clear? Any questions? So what I want you to do is auto scaling group. So this task, you have exploring option. So create so I've given the options also here. So keep HTTP, blah, 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 okay. Create launch configurations, create auto scaling group, etc. And check your target strategy. It should be healthy. Access your load balancer and try to do manual scaling, right? And then somewhere schedule scaling was there, no? Schedule scaling. Yeah, here. Schedule actions. So what is the schedule scaling meaning? Guys, you can create a schedule at what time automatically should happen. Let's you can call it as like a Friday sale and capacity. So at particular time, so I need 10 missions to get launched. Minimum 5 should be there. Maximum 50 should reach. So when you can just put cron job, or you can put every week, what time, what date. If you just put next Friday at this time and set it next until next Friday. Bus, and then click on create. So Friday sale will happening. So automatically at that time, 10 EC2 instance will get launched with minimum 5 and maximum 50 as a boundaries. And at that time, automatically these many will be launched and the load will be handled. Okay. Okay. And then delete auto scaling group, delete launch config, and delete. Exploring here, I told you like one explore option is, that's what I said. Change the user data to some content, right? Create a new launch configuration, right? And update this new LC to ASC, and see and refresh the ELB URL, right? You should be able to see the new application. Okay. New application meaning your modified user data. Okay. See what is happening. Okay. And then another one. So if you are interested to set up any Tomcat application or Java application, set it up inside the EC2 instance and create AMI. So this one I have mentioned using the user data, and this one you can set up using AMI, and you can see the launch configuration, change the launch configuration and see how it is working. Okay, these two options. So, okay, my page is not working. Can you take the screenshot? Done? So there is a question. So by any chance, can we increase the CPU utilization? Yes, but from here in our previous, guys, do you see the shutting down is happening? Why? One is terminated, one is getting shutting down. What is the reason? There is no load. So scaling, you saw the scaling, right? Slowly it will go to the minimum 2. But if you're asking, sir, how to do the scale out? So in a previous console, like a couple of years back, we had we can fool it. So we can tweak it. The CPU utilization is going greater than 90% and scale out was happening. But here now there's nothing, no option like that. But what you can do is you need to log into any of the EC2 instances and then run some script to increase the CPU. That's the thing if you want to. But why you want to do those? But if you want to do it, you can do it. Yeah. Okay. So guys, how to terminate it now? How to delete it? Guys, is it good to terminate all your EC2 instances from here? So no, guys, there was a funny incident happened like a few years back. So when we did this, so next day one lady came, and then she's asked, sir, someone is launching EC2 instance in my account. I said, right, oh my God, so your account might be hacked. So do you have MFA? She said, yes. So did you share any email, any password to anyone? She said, no. everything is good. Then why it is getting launched? So I asked, did you do any auto scaling group? Sir, no auto scaling group, nothing, sir. I have not done anything. Auto scale, this EC2 instance is getting launched. So I said like, okay, wait for tomorrow and see. So, and she came tomorrow and she asked again, she said like, sir, I told you, no, so EC2 instance getting launched. So I got frustrated and I logged into her account and I saw there is an auto scaling group there. And what she is doing, she is terminating all the EC2 instances from here. So once it is terminated from here, what will happen? The desired capacity will get launched again. So if you want to delete it now, so how to delete it? Delete the auto scaling group. So here, delete it. And delete the load balancers. Delete the target groups. So why you get unhealthy? Unhealthy meaning your health checks is not passing, Srinivas. So please check your user data. So first question is, are you able to access the application using the IP addresses directly of the EC2 instance? Yes. Okay, check that. If it is working, then check your all traffic should be there. In inbound rules, check your all traffic should be there, the default rule. Okay. Check it in request format meaning, check it. Yeah. And check from target groups here, health checks are healthy or not. Now it is draining because I have terminating, right? Yeah. Auto scaling group is getting terminated. Come here, refresh. Instances are 5. So slowly is getting shutting down. So guys, what is that? Okay, sir, I created a new IAM testing user, gave it as EC2 full access. Gave it, okay, EC2 full access permissions. And in that testing IAM user, you created EC2 instance. Okay, but while logging in time, I put the username as EC2 full access. Chitti, while you're logging into the EC2 instances, why you are putting username as EC2 full access? What is that? You only tell me, Gyanendra. What is the username? What is the default username for Windows? Why you're putting EC2 full access? That is a policy, man. Right? You should not use that. That's a policy name. Yeah, the username should be always administrator. For Linux, it is EC2 minus user. If you don't want the administrator to be as a username, the Active Directory concept should be implemented. Yes. So, guys, if you come to the dashboard, everything is 0 except key pairs and secret group. I can see 5 EC2 instances. So, and then all are terminated. So no issues. Guys, very good news. We are done with the major beast of AWS EC2 is Pasak. So I hope so you might have some practicals pending. So what we're gonna do is, guys, purposefully I'm giving tomorrow off. Okay. I don't like to give it, but I don't want you to tomorrow I start another service and tomorrow I'll give the practicals and keep on packing it, right? So guys, this weekend, so please complete all your practicals until EC2. And on Monday, I'll be taking a new service. So from now onwards, the services will not take this much time. 1-2 days maximum, 1 day theory, 1 day practical. So EC2 is only the biggest one. Only Chandru, one listener is fine. So one listener is HTTP, another listener is HTTPS. So do not do HTTPS. Go with only HTTP. Second one, when I tried connect RDP, getting errors cannot connect it. Contact administrator. I have given RDP in security. So it is, you know how to troubleshoot Prakash now. So guys, one important thing, don't do your practicals have in your office laptop. In your office laptop, what will happen? You have your firewalls and you have your VPNs and all these things. These public IP addresses will not be reached. So either you turn off, either you should not be in any of the network, be in the public network and try to do this. Or else, if you are in the office network, don't connect to the VPN, don't be in office network also, it will not work there. So come to home and then from home you connect it without VPN. So this will work. It should work, yeah, Prakash. There's no way to do. So do it. Security group, you check RDP should. The only thing is two things. Who is this? Prakash. One thing, launch and Windows EC2 instance FASAC. Okay, 2/2 checks are passed. Very good. Second thing is check the security groups. For the security groups, select RDP and select my IP. One more important thing, my IP will be changed frequently. So select that my IP again so that your latest IP will be listed over there. And then this is the only two things that you can see. And then open RDP and then put the, and also, I don't know whether you're putting the public IP or private IP. If you're putting the private IP, you cannot connect. You will get this issue. So please put public IP address there. These are the only three things you should check. Any questions? So tomorrow there is no class. So I hope you guys complete all your practicals by then. And Monday we'll be taking up another new service. Sir, Prakash is asking, that's what I'm shouting. Prakash, if you're using office laptop, get home, disconnect your VPNs and then connect it. You have these issues. Super. So, okay, Babu, whatever Varun is saying, you and you're saying, so you understood now, Prakash, now? So what are the things that should be checked? So please check that. Any other questions? Good. Can you give me the final CC for today, guys? Smile will be good on your faces. It's good to smile. Great. So that is all, guys, for today. And I'll see you on Monday with the next service. Until then, take care. Bye-bye. Have a nice day and have a nice weekend. And see you on Monday. Bye-bye.